My name is Tom Rosburg. I'm a professor of biology at Drake University in Des Moines, Iowa. Today we are exploring Coryell site. It's a natural area north of Muscatine, Iowa. It's owned by the Burr Oak Land Trust. I'm working with the Burr Oak Land Trust to do a floristic inventory of this site. Now I go a little bit further, maybe than others do, by taking a site like this and dividing it up into the extant, or what's called the present, plant communities. So we're standing here on an area that I'm describing as the degraded sand prairie. But if you look over to our left here, there's a whole bunch of young trees over there. And so that's a different plant community than this one right here. And you can find wetlands here, you can find floodplain forests, you can find what I call sedge meadows. So there's already, I think I've already mapped probably at least 15 different plant communities here. I'm looking at a reproductive structure here. Yeah, it looks like to me it's a species called Carex breviar. But it'll take me like a minute at home just to check it out underneath the dissecting scope. I call the prairie plants my friends in a sense, because I am out in prairie so much. I see my friends, my prairie friends, every time I come out in a prairie. This species is not listed in Iowa, so there's enough populations known for this species. This is the eastern prickly pear. We have at least 2 other species of prickly pear cactus in Iowa. And if there's less than 40 known locations or populations, that puts it into the special concern area. And when it gets down to less than 20, then it's in the threatened realm. And then if it gets down to less than 5, that's endangered. So the thing with this species is that there's at least 40 or more known populations. So it's not common, certainly. You just don't go out and find it anywhere you go in Iowa. The habitats have to be right, but there's enough sand prairies in Iowa, all the way from here over to central Iowa and all through eastern Iowa, where there's more than 40 populations known. Prairie is really what gave us the soils that we have, the black soils especially, the rich farm agricultural soils that we rely on so much here in Iowa for. So it was that connection that prairie had to the soil and productivity of prairies that was, I think, another factor that made me want to study prairies, but also is, again, a thing that impresses me about prairies. They have the ability to produce tremendous amount of growth. Sand prairies don't so much, because they're dry, of course, remember? They're dry and the fertility is low. But if you go to a black soil prairie, the amount of growth that they can produce, the amount of seeds and food that they produce for all the other species that live in the prairie, they are far more productive in that way than any other ecosystem really on Earth.